We are back. Welcome back to another episode of the ONJ podcast. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Rate the pod on all audio platforms. I'm your co-host, Jeremiah.
I'm your co-host Orlando.
I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, staying warm, staying, I don't want to say staying cold, but staying
Hey,
warm. Um, it's here in Florida, it's
cold,
it's not the norm. Used
cold.
to sunshine and it's not that right now. But tonight we have the Portland Trailblazers versus the Washington Wizards, as beautifully shown on the graphic made by our head of graphic designs. Um, but first, we'll just talk a little bit about what's going on with the Rising Stars Challenge. There's a lot. And even in this game, there was a lot of those players are featured in this challenge as well. So really, kind of be the same format. I believe it's the same format as last year. So two teams, so four teams. I guess it's gonna be Team Mellow. I guess it's gonna be an NBC thing. So Team Mellow, Team
Huh?
Team T Mac, Team Vince Carter, and then Team Austin Rivers. What?
Austin Rivers.
Yeah. So like they all four of them got their own team.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's like I feel like it's an NBC thing because I think they all work with I think they all like are the new like
Oh, they're the new
yeah
analyst people.
yeah yeah so they're like the new analysts, so maybe they're trying to like get them, I guess,
Melo. Who's the
acclimated.
fourth guy?
Melo, Vince
Melo.
Carter, T Mac,
Vince Carter.
and Austin Rivers. So Melo, I mean he's got some ballers, he's got Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Donovan Clingan, who we'll talk about later.
Oh my
Uh,
God, they
Reed,
drafted already?
Reed Shepard, yeah, they drafted Cooper Flag. So
Okay.
his team's looking stacked. Vince Carter, Derek Queen, VJ Edgecombe, Matas Buzelis, Kaishawn George, T Mac, Conker Nipple, the OKC star, AJ Mitchell, uh, Khalil Ware, Trey Johnson, who looked good today, Alex Sarr as well. Austin Rivers, I think so Austin Rivers, it looks like he has the G League team. So he has some G League players. So I guess they're doing that again as well. So I'm incorporating some G League guys. So Ron Harper Jr., um, Yang Hansen, who played a little bit today as well, for the Trailblazers. So yeah, I mean, it'd be a good game. So first game, first team to either reach 40 or pass 40, and then the championship game, I believe, goes up to 25. So first team to get to 25. Um,
Interesting.
Judging by like the who you got winning, I mean, look, Melo's team looks incredible. I don't know how he drafted such a great squad.
Yeah.
He drafted,
Yeah. I'll take Melo. Did they do this? Was this like a live draft or did they just like social media?
I
Here's the
don't,
team.
I don't, I
Mhm.
honestly don't know.
Okay. I wonder if it
I
was like
just
that LeBron Giannis thing where Giannis was like, first round pick, I'm picking Khris Middleton, and then LeBron said, ah,
No, like I don't know what it's just. I just seen that like the rosters were announced. So I don't know when they did them, but I mean that's the rosters for now. But for the game tonight, the game that we chose for tonight, you know, Wizards versus the Trailblazers. It was actually a good game for the
yeah,
most part. I was thoroughly impressed with both squads. So Wizards get the win at home, 115 to 111. Um, improving to a whopping 10-34. Um, Trae Young is still out. Um, who else was out for them? Who else was on that bench? Trae Young, yeah, I think it's
Very
Trae
young.
Young. Yeah,
Very young.
Trae Young. Trae Young still out. For the Blazers, Damian Lillard's still out. Robert Williams is out. Um, who else? I know they have a lot. Matas Buzelis. I mean, not Matas Buzelis. Matisse Thybulle. I believe he's still out.
Oh, my Trailblazers. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
forgot.
I think he's still there. Yeah, a lot of guys. So Trailblazers are still a little bit banged up. Chauncey Billups, he's still out. Um, you know what I mean? So it's what am I not supposed to
No,
include the coach?
continue, continue.
The coach.
What?
Coach is,
What's his injury? What's his injury?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know his injury?
I don't want to. I don't want to get. I don't want to get that.
Okay.
I was just going through the list.
Uh-huh.
I was, it's gonna be a clean pod, okay? Clean
Does it?
pod.
Doesn't the list be like, play this player is out with like a left toe injury? Was it? What's it say for coach?
I don't know. I don't know. DraftKings. I don't know. Draft.
Draft.
Draft. I don't know. I wonder if he'll be back. I wonder if he'll be back this year. That'll be interesting. I wonder if he'll come back.
Hey, Thiago Splitter been doing a really good job with this team.
Really nice. So yeah, as we always start though, who's your player of the game? Who you got?
My player of the game, Alex Sarr. I mean, 29 points, 12 rebounds. And the most impressive thing was the 6 blocks that he contributed to this game. Um, I looked it up. He's leading the league in blocks with 2.1. Um,
What was what was that whole stocks?
so I
Is that
looked
like
it up. I looked
is
because
this
I was so confused as well. I looked it up. Stocks is an abbreviation, or like I don't know. No, it's not abbreviation. Whatever the word is, when you take two words and you combine them into one. I don't know what the word for that definition
a
is.
homonym? No,
Sure.
that's not it. That's not it.
That's not it. I
But
don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
I would have trusted you either way because I didn't know. So I mean, like, um, but so it's when you take steals and blocks, so it's stocks. So it's a combination of his steals and blocks. So he was like what, top two blocks and steals together combined.
Per game? So they're combining his steals and blocks per game?
Yeah, yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
You know,
I think so.
I thought it was like I thought it was like snatch blocks.
Oh, snatch blocks.
Like
Okay.
a like 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 you just like he's stealing the ball, but like also kind of like blocking it. I don't know.
I mean,
That's where
that's a
my
pretty
head
good one.
that's
My
where
head went to like stocks like S&P 500. Like, why are we tracking this right now?
ah
So yeah,
the
that's what it
best.
is. Top two in stocks, leading the league right now in blocks, just in 29 points. It's pretty good. Someone who should have went number one in his draft. I will keep going back to that draft, and I will keep saying
It's
Sarr
funny.
should have went first.
It's funny though. They ended up together anyway.
That's
You know,
true. That's
because
true. You got a
him
point.
and him and Trey Young, you know. So it's like it was meant to be. I mean, it had to happen. It had to happen somehow.
It was meant to be.
Uh,
And think of how good that pairing's gonna be. Because he played really good today. Now, imagine if he has a point guard like Trey Young.
yeah. Um. So that's what you got, Sar.
Yeah.
I like Sar.
Sorry.
I love that pick, but I'm gonna go a little bit different just because Sar. I mean, I just didn't like the efficiency. Just wasn't there for me as a big man. Now he did bring it on both sides of the ball, which I appreciate. So maybe that could have led
Both sides. Both
to
sides.
his dip in efficiency. But Khris Middleton was a stronghold for that team. he was just consistent. I thought he was probably one of their more consistent, even kill players. Uh, had a nice Khris Middleton-esque stat sheet. Filling the stat sheet: 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. A very Khris Middleton like stat line. Also 3 steals, right? So doing it on defensive end as well. So I thought he was very, very good in only 27 minutes as well. I thought he did a great job leading that young group, which is what he's there to do, right? Um, but also, he's showing them like, yo, I can still hoop too. I can still do this. I'm still a professional basketball player at the end of the day. And I thought he had some great moments out there, leading that young squad and just being that veteran presence. He did a great job of being that veteran presence, not really pushing the issue. Like as you said, Sarr had 29 points, so letting Sarr be that number one option and not like, even though as Middleton, you're a championship player, like, you have the right to take all the shots, but no, like, I understand that this is a young team and these young guys have to grow and get their shots, and I'm gonna like get in where I fit in. You know what I mean? And I thought he did just that today. Um, he was tremendous. But Sarr, he was great as well. 29, like you said, 29 points, 12 rebounds, 6 blocks. He was competitive for sure. And I think like what probably hurt him though, in terms of efficiency wise, and because just like feel like like bigs should, like, you expect a big to have a high, what I mean, finish with a high field goal percentage. And I mean, what hurts him though is his perimeter game, right? Like him playing on the perimeter, maybe not necessarily playing, maybe not like always being near the rim, and and taking 9 threes, right? And only making 3 of them, right? So that like having bigs like that can play on the perimeter can like kind of hurt their efficiency, what I mean, in a way. But I thought he played great though. And I love the just the competition aspect of this game too. You got Keyshawn George, barking at Donovan Clingan. I love Donovan Clingan. He had a great game today too. I think he had like 12 offensive rebounds today or something like that. 13
Yeah,
offensive rebounds.
13. It's an
That's
offensive rebound machine.
like 13. He had 13 offensive rebounds. And
He had
some
more 7 defensive. He had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds.
it's crazy.
Crazy.
Karl Anthony Towns leads the league with 11 rebounds.
That's
And
even
he had
crazy.
and he had 13 offensive rebounds. So he was incredible, controlling that paint for the Trailblazers. But they fell a little bit short. And I mean, even he was kind of had an off night from the field, right? 6 or 17, right? But it was tough. With love, I didn't really see and I don't know if you would agree too, like with Abdia, right? Like, do you think because he was driving the ball a lot, do you think he didn't get enough calls tonight? You know what I mean? Like, or were they just not calls at all, or were the refs just letting him play? Like what? Like, because I saw a couple plays where I was like, wow, like it's like I feel like he would have got those fouls. You know what I mean? Maybe in another setting, but it seemed like tonight the refs weren't really blowing that whistle for
I think in general, I feel like this game the refs weren't blowing the whistle. I
him.
was looking. I like the flow of this game because I feel like the whistle wasn't being blown out as much. I think when you watch teams like some of the bigger teams that have these stars, like you got your Shays, your LeBrons. Those are players that constantly get calls and constantly look for calls. And I think it's a nice change of pace to have these two teams where it kind of sucks that they don't get some of these calls, but it's kind of nice as a watcher of the game to kind of see just the natural flow of it without so many like whistles being blown to stop the flow of the game for someone to shoot free throws. So I kind of liked it. It was definitely a different pace.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, it was they let him play. They really did let him play. But I really love just the competition, like the big. the whole big man battle between Clingan and Sarr. You know what I mean? Like I loved how they were going back and forth, like you know what I mean, and just kind of just letting each other have it. You know what I mean? There'll be a couple little contact here and there, but I mean that's basketball, right? That's just what it is. But it was just good to see that competitive just nature from both of those young players because like I feel like I'm used to seeing it from like KD. You know what I mean? Like when he's barking and clapping in other players' faces, Dylan Brooks and LeBron. You know what I mean? Like all three of those guys are over 30, right? So who's gonna be like Clingan and Sarr? They're like in their 20s. Like they're just starting their careers in the league. So you love to see like kind of those young rivalries kind of develop. Like you see them try to start it up with Wemby and Chet Holmgren, right? Like you try to see how they try to stir that up. Like just trying to get some add any competitive edge to these games as possible. But thought it was a great showing from both of them. But I mean, you want them to be more efficient, of course, as big men, but just from an overall competitive aspect, I mean, I thought they did their thing.
I mean, you
Two,
think about it, like they were going at each other so hard. That might also be one of the reasons their field goal wasn't good. They were just so good at trying to stop each other that it kind of hurt both
yeah,
of their field goals. So, and it
yeah,
was really good seeing that competitive edge from both of them. I think at one point when Sarr kind of pushed him, the announcer was like, "Yeah, that's what I like to see. I don't see that much from him." So, kind of nice to see that. And then from the Wizards, George was man, he was loud out there. I mean, he was even loud to the refs when he didn't get a call, and I was like, that's it's pretty impressive for one of these younger players to go out the refs like that. So
yeah, I like Kashawn George. He's not afraid to speak his mind either. Like he's one of those guys. Like he even like early on, I think his rookie year, I think Draymond had mentioned like he was even barking at Draymond. You know what I mean? Like a little bit like he's not scared. Like he doesn't he's not really scared. You know what I mean, to back down from anybody. But two things with the Blazers though. One was Shannon Sharp. I thought he had a great game
yep.
as well. 31. I didn't realize he had 31 though. I mean, I saw him hit some shots, but I didn't realize like, he added up to 31 though. And what's interesting about him though is like when I watch him play, it's almost like I know and maybe maybe there were some playmaking possessions that I missed, but I don't know. But just from the synopsis that I saw, like it seemed like when he gets that ball, it's like like he's trying to score. It's like I'm trying to like the shots going up, basically. Like you know what I mean? Like I didn't really see too much and not to say like he's not a talented scorer or anything. I mean, clearly he is. He dropped 31, went inefficient 11 or 20. But I mean, just in terms of like maybe being like from a defensive perspective, it's like I kind of know like you're trying to score, you know what I mean? So maybe like, I mean, I feel like maybe that might be something like an area of growth, like that, like maybe making the right play, you know what I mean? If you have to score, then, you know what I mean? If you have the opportunity to score, then do it, you know what I mean? But also, making that right basketball play if possible, you know what I mean? If, you know what I mean, the defense is really, really on you.
Not to like sidetrack your statements. I kind of agree with everything you said. But as you were mentioning this, something just quickly came to my mind.
Mhm.
Um, the player we missed, Scoot Henderson,
He's out too.
he's out too. What's he out with? Do you know off the top? Um,
Um, keep talking. I'm gonna let you
I
know.
just I just feel like he's always injured. I just feel like there's barely any. Every time I'm watching a Trailblazers game, he's
Dang,
injured. What happened?
off-season workout. Apparently he tore his hamstring in the off-season.
Oh my God.
Dang, what
That
was that?
explains why I haven't watched him play this season. I kept wondering. I was like, Sharp. I always thought about the 1-2 combo of Sharp and him, and I was like,
Yeah,
wait, now that you mentioned Sharp, Henderson's not here, so that just came to my mind like that.
he torn hamstring. Lord have mercy.
That's
Jeez.
crazy. He was supposed to
That's-
be the next man up after Dame.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
looking
it's
more.
interesting. And I don't know if it was me, but like, did it seem like, or maybe he just had an off game, and I'm looking too deep into it. But did it just seem like Drew Holiday was like just out there, like he was like it wasn't like it didn't seem like he was like really like
That man just
you know
wanted to go home, bro. Like
that's the vibes I got.
he just wanted
Like
to go home, man.
it just seemed like he
Dude,
was just out there.
the holidays just wait until he gets traded, man. Either till he gets traded or
That's
he's waiting till next season when Dame comes back. One of the two.
and I wanted to make sure like I wasn't like looking at it like okay, because I mean everybody doesn't like everybody like you have 82 games, so I mean you're not gonna have the greatest shooting performance. Like he shot 2 of 14 today, like you know what I mean like you're not gonna shoot eight like eight of 8 of 14 every game. Like I know that, but just watching him play, it just seemed like I didn't really see like it didn't seem like he was really caring, like he was really into the game for real. Like, I don't know.
I mean, if there's one game when you could take off, I feel like maybe this was the game he could take
It's
off.
just the game. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, these are the games you're supposed to win, though, right? Especially if you're a team that's trying to make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? You're in the play-in territory right now. You've got teams like Um, you got teams like the Clippers coming from behind you, Dallas. I mean, if they get healthy, they may be able to sneak in there. They're why is that funny? Dallas can't get healthy? I
Who's their
don't what
center? Wait,
did
who's
they
the power
rule
forward?
who's the power forward for Dallas?
Yeah,
What, Cooper Flag?
no.
Derek
Who's
Lively?
the- that's their center. Who's their power forward?
Oh, Daniel Gafford.
That's another center. Who's the power forward?
Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall.
Who's the player that got traded for Luca?
Which one? Max Christie. Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
That's why. Okay, that's why. That's why they're not
yeah.
making a play in. Okay, fair
Well,
enough.
you said once they get healthy. Putting AD and healthy in the same
I'm
sentence is a long stretch.
trying to figure out when's Lively and Gafford coming back? Are they out for the season too?
I
Like,
think Lightning had a pretty extensive injury, didn't he?
yeah, I think so. I know Kyrie may not, probably won't. I
Kyrie's
mean,
not coming back, man.
I don't think, yeah.
Kyrie's coming back next season. Don't even
What's
try it. Just
what's
relax. Go meditate.
so meditate? Nah, but yeah. I mean, but yeah, it didn't really seem like Drew Holiday was really into it. Yeah, I guess it makes sense for them to trade him. You know what I mean? With just the current landscape of the team. But then also you're gonna have Dan come back. Uh you're gonna have Drew Holiday come off the bench. I mean, and then probably Scoot's gonna be back by the time Dame is back. So I mean, those pretty much your 2 point guards. And you gotta like Scoot has to get some PT. I mean, you gotta develop your top pick, right?
Shooting
So
guard.
you say what?
They'll probably put Holiday in the shooting guard.
Next to who?
To Dame.
No 2 point guard lineup. It's the worst lineup ever. That is the worst lineup ever, bro. I don't
What can I
care.
tell you? I mean, the on the defensive end, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good lineup on the defensive end.
And 2 point guard lineups is horrible. I do not. It's not it.
Okay,
It's too.
Mister Three
It's
Point
too.
Guard lineup.
It's too. And look, it didn't get us a championship, did it? Nope.
Hey, it
Like
got you to the playoffs, didn't it?
it's too redundant. I know, like Chris Paul got us to the playoffs, bro. I ain't finna hold you. That's probably one of the
Okay.
greatest. That was probably one of the greatest seasons from a player I've seen. That was incredible.
Yeah, go ahead and trade for him, man.
Like the getting that team into the playoffs wasn't even a thought. Getting that team in the playoffs like wasn't even a thought, bro.
Bro,
But
just
he
trade
got.
for him. Please. Get him off the Clippers. Trade for him.
I'm be honest. Yeah, I was gonna say because he's still on the roster, right?
He's still on the roster. They haven't traded him. Just figure out who's at the very end of your rotation and give him to the Clippers and take Chris Paul.
Wow, very end. We Sam Presti been drafting so good. At the very end, that might be another All Star, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Give them a two-way contract player, bro. Like something.
Give him young blood, Chris Youngblood. Let's
Hey, okay, no, okay. Let's keep Youngblood in OKC, man. Like
keep young blood.
we
That's such a
gotta
cool
we
name.
gotta we gotta keep it close. He went to USF. You're an OKC fan. We gotta keep it close.
No,
He
for
can't
sure,
be
for sure,
traded. Untouchable.
for sure, for sure. Um, but yeah, a lot of good pieces. Both teams have very very young squads. It was good to see Scal Labissiere still hooping. You know what I mean? Get into that Lajon. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I think he's 29. I didn't realize he was 29 years old.
Oh wow.
I even, so I mean, good to see him hooping for the Wizards. You know what I mean? Wizards, they got some young talent though. I love that they've got their center of the future, right? You know what I mean? You got Sarr, Koulibaly on Abdia. Like he had Abdia, you know what I mean? He was giving Abdia some troubles. You know what I mean? He's a very, very good perimeter defender. Koulibaly, Kaishan George, you know what I mean? Like he's a dog. He's just a dog. I mean, he's a great basketball player, but I mean, he's definitely a dog too. Could kind of set that tone for that squad as well. Um, and then what point? Then you're gonna
Trey
have Trey
Johnson.
Young, Trey Johnson. I mean,
Yeah.
great. He's like he's dynamic. Like he's exciting. He's an exciting player.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is about him. Like just like he's just like I don't know. He's got like box office written on. Like he's exciting. Like he's an exciting player. Even though and he's an exciting shooter. Like I mean, he could be an exciting like 3-and-D prospect. He's more than a 3-and-D player. Like we all know that, especially seeing him. I mean, average 20 at Texas and stuff. But in terms of an NBA role that could like give him a 15-year career, like he could definitely if he could like fully lock into that 3-and-D role, and I know he could lock into the D role pause because of like, what I mean, his athleticism. You know what I mean? I think he could really, carve out a role in the NBA for sure. But I mean, the Wizards though, I mean, they have so much young guards though. Like Bub Carrington, Sharif Cooper, AJ Johnson. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of like who do you keep? You know what I mean? And I think this is probably be Cooper's Sharif Cooper's second time backing up Trey Young, I believe, because I know he spent some time with the Hawks as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, I know he's not messing with the Packers. But yeah, I think yeah, I also like Jameer Watkins too. I think he's going to be a good prospect for the Wizards too, just from a defensive perspective. Like just having more perimeter defense. I think as he develops his offensive game, he's going to be really good too. But yeah, now the Wizards they've got some pieces. You know what I mean? It seems like both. I mean, you give away the Abdia. But you get a lot of picks, so I'm curious to see what they do with those other picks. I know they have a pick in 2028, I believe 2030, 2029. So I mean, not 2027, but from 2028 to 2030. I mean, you still got those picks, and you got all this current young talent on your roster right now. I think the franchise is in a good place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they built a lot of good pieces, and I think bringing in Trey Young is actually really going to work out really good for this team.
It is.
When you
No, it
kind of
really
sit there
is.
and when you really look at the pieces that are surrounding him, I think this is probably a good fit. I know I always joke about, where can this guy be traded to, and I'm always like, throw him on the Wizards, but Trae Young's pretty good. I think he's gonna unlock another element to this Wizards team.
For sure.
I think
For sure.
it's gonna be very good for them.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, and I just hope probably, you know, I think the only thing you just hope for, especially with a player like Trey Young and how ball dominant he is, that he kind of gives everybody around him a chance to kind of, create offensively too as well. You know what I mean? Like, now, yes, I mean the point guard's job is to set the table, but with Trey Young, like he can average 20 as well and average 10 assists. So that's a lot with those two stat numbers. That's a lot of ball in his like the ball's in his hand a lot in order to get those numbers. You know what I mean? So hopefully like he's able to, kind of use the squad. I mean, I love how Washington uses their bigs as well to kind of, within their offense. Like Alex Sarr, you know, like I love like there was one set, he came up, he brought the ball up, but really what he was able to do was I think Middleton came off of whoever the point guard was, whether it was Carrington or whoever. Like Middleton came off that screen and then he came off running from the right wing around Sarr and that kind of Sarr was bringing the ball up and that kind of turned into like a dribble handoff, like a pick and roll. So like having that ability with versatility of Sarr to kind of initiate your offense and kind of throw the defense off a little bit, I think that's truly valuable. The only thing really with Sarr, I think he's got to work on really is his shot mechanics. I think like his shot's kind of funny looking, like it's kind of like starts back here and then um, you know, I mean eventually it gets straight, but I think if he could maybe straighten that shot up a little bit, it could be good. It could be good for sure.
I
I
mean,
watched.
I think a lot of it, we talked about his efficiency not being all that great. He was 11 of 29, I think. Um, so I think this is the time for him to, be practicing kind of those mid ranges, those 3-pointers, and fixing his shot. Because now the critical years to have a little bit of free range. That way you could develop more and then actually drill down on what you need, in the big moments.
He's capable of hitting those shots, and Clingan was giving him shot, and I thought he had more opportunities to get more shots than he took. You know what I mean? Like I thought he had more opportunities because Clingan was giving him the space. You know what I mean? And even when Clingan wasn't on, whoever else was guarding him, they were giving him space to shoot. But I mean, of course, he wants to like play within the offense as well. Like he doesn't want to just take every shot that the defense gives him. You know what I mean? But I think he'll be good though. For sure. I mean, just two great. Both teams seem like they have their centers of the future. For sure.
Yeah.
Clingan, he's a great player. As well. I like Rupert as well from the Blazers, number 21. I think he's gonna be solid as well. But yeah, I mean, two great young teams. It's on the come up for sure.
Yep, I agree. I
Yeah.
basically saw the Rising Stars game right here, honestly.
No, low key, yeah. Shout out to Yang with the Wolverine scratches on his arm. Like Lord have mercy. Somebody hacked him. Jeez. I don't know if you saw him, like the Trailblazers center. Like he had like these two big scratches.
Yeah,
Like
I saw
like
it.
somebody like clawed him. But nah, great game from two young squads. Uh and yeah, hopefully they continue to grow. Uh,
Yes, sir.
appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment your thoughts on the game and both teams and the Rising Stars Challenge. Any other new news? We'll catch you in the next video. We out.